The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this session. We'll start the session within 5 minutes as few of the attendees are still joining us. So just give me 5 minutes, we'll start the session. Hi, everyone, and very warm welcome to our Ultimatix Payroll and HRMS series. I hope that everyone is safe with their loved ones during this global fight against coronavirus. As a team, we show our gratitude towards the brave man and woman. We call them as a frontliner. Myself, Soumya Lalwani, and some of you, I think, know me as we have the full webinar series on Ultimatix Recruitment Management Solution. And I am working with Orange Technolabs since 1 year, 1.5 year, you can say. I just brief about the OTL. Orange Technolab Private Limited is in the IT segment since last 18 years. Our major domain expertise is in payroll and HRMS solution. Orange is serving in 32 countries like UAE, Kenya, UK, Singapore, Malaysia, Uganda, and many more across the globe. I would also like to draw your attention that our company is ISO 9001 2015 certified as per the quality perspective. And in next few couple of months, the company would be ISO 27001 2013 certified with the data security aspects. Furthermore, to this, Orange also has a vision to be CMMI certified in coming years. And it is my pleasure to welcome you all back once again to this series. Our today's topic is related to obviously the recruitment management system. In this session, joining with us is Mr. Chintan Pachapati, and he is having a very rich experience, or I can say a very rich expertise in implementation in the payroll and HRM solution. Since 18 years, he is with us. So before just jumping on to the agenda of today's session, a very important thing which I really wanted to express with all of you is that today's webinar is very important for the HRs, for the recruiters or the employers who recruit the employees or who hires the employees. And one of the most important aspect of this webinar is that why we have conducted this webinar. The aspect is that our very critical team was working since couple of months on this recruitment management system to serve you with the outstanding, or you can say sky high features, to show features to you. So we have organized this webinar. So let's just have a glimpse of today's session. We will quickly touch base the Ultimatix Recruitment Management System, and in this session, majorly you will see some good analytics pertaining to this recruitment management system. You will also see what are the benefits of using the RMS. You will get some brief idea about what the recruitment process is, and so on and so forth. And the most important thing, that how you will able to improve ROI, or I can say a return on investment of your organization by correctly implementing this Ultimatix recruitment management system. And post this will have a question answer session as well, and in between you will having a poll related to this session, so everybody is requested to please answer this answer that poll. Before handing over the session to Mr. Chintan, I would also request all the attendees to share your concerns in the question box which is given below on the right hand side. So it's a pleasure to have the panelist, Mr. Chintan. Without further ado, I will call upon Mr. Chintan to start this session. Chintan, over to you.
Thank you, Sonia. Thank you very much. First of all, good morning to everyone. I think my introduction has been given to already described by the Sonia, so I'll not take much introductions over here. So, and we'll just start the sessions. Okay. So, in today's sessions, okay, these are our table of contents. So first of all, I'll just introduce regarding what is the recruitment process and what we are going to cover in Orange Ultimatix. So, and the second, that how to create a job description masters, how to assign job descriptions to the employee, how to define the interview process, how to create an interview questionnaires masters, how to apply for a recruitment request, how to approve the recruitment request which has been raised from the manager, how to apply post opening on a Naukri, LinkedIn and the company career page, After that, how employee will apply on a job opening, how to do resume screening for an HR part, how to send resume to the manager for a screening part, how to schedule the interview based on the defined during the job postings, how to give feedback as the panel head and the panel member post the interview has been conducted, how to fill up the detail and the sub documents for the generating the offer letters, how to send offer letter to the candidates, how you will get the acceptance into the systems, post receiving the acceptance, how to create a ticket for an IT, admin, HR for to allocation asset and the office desk to the employee. When employee joining, how to add employee in a HRMS Orange Ultimatix and how to generate their employee code. What are the dashboard which we have available regarding the recruitment modules and what are the reports which is available. So these are the table contents. Now we'll just see in the details. So first of all, I'll just give you the brief introduction of the recruitment process. So first of all, identification of the recruitment and understanding which manpower to be required for the organizations, and based on your internal process, you can define the and you can give the rights to the HOD. So HOD can send the request we require certain manpower on a certain designation, certain grades, and certain CTC, and what are their job roles. So first of all, identification of the manpower. After that, sourcing. From where you can just source the candidate. First of all, if you have internal job posting, you can just post your internal job posting. So you will get your existing employee to be promoted on a certain levels, so that you can do it for the sourcing. If you have a consultant, you can just forward your requirement to the consultant. So consultant will forward a CV to you people, and you can import things to be in a portals. You have your company's website where you are having the career page, so where you can just post your existing recruitment postings, whatever you have just post in HRMS, so employee or like candidate can go over there and they can just apply their jobs on those particular vacancies which you have posted over there. If you have apart from these, you can just source to the like multiple options like a newspaper advertising and another things. Okay, so these are the sourcing of the recruitment. Once you receive the CV, you will just start the screening part where you will see key candidates fitting up to your existing job roles which you have defined for the posting. So you can just screening your parts. After your screening will be done, you can just send those particular CV to the particular manager who are going to take the interview or who are leading their department. So you can just send a resume to the screening to the particular person or particular HOD. So they will just go through the CV and they will just shortlist certain people and they'll just give you back the reports. So where you can just schedule the interviews. In an interview, whatever the process which you have defined into the recruitment module, so you can just define the process. Yes.
Good afternoon. Just sorry for inconvenience. The voice is that concern. Just bear for 1 minute. It will resolve soon.
Okay. Hello. Now it is proper. Hello. So, hello.
Then you can continue.
Okay, thank you. So here you can just define the interview process. So based on the process which you have defined, you can just conduct the interviews. Once interview has been conducted and the panel whichever you have defined during the interview scheduling, so you will just get a feedback regarding the interviews from the particular panels. After receiving the feedback, you are doing the shortlisting, you are doing the verification of the employee, whatever the documents they have just submitted, and you can just generate the offer letters. Post generating the offer letters, you can, as I said, you can just define the recruitment you can just raise the ticket. You can raise the ticket, and so concerned person who are just handling the ticket modules regarding the, if we'll just see admin people who can just arrange their desk, IT people can arrange their PC, laptop, whatever is to be there. HR can arrange the ID card and other formalities which is to be required as per the organization's defined policy. So these are the entire recruitment process which we have seen, and same flow which we have you will get over here into the recruitment modules. First of all, we will see how to create a job description masters to be over here. So you need to go on HRMS modules, then you will find the recruitment panels where you will find the job descriptions, and you will find the job description masters to be over here. So once you just click on a job description masters, you will go in a second page where you will find this particular slide where just you need to click on a ad. Once you click on an ad, you will find this particular page where you need to define the effective date, job titles, job code, locations, grade, designations, departments, what are the experience to be required for this particular job. If it is fresher, you can just tick mark on a freshers. You can just define the qualifications, what are the qualifications required for this particular jobs. Okay, you can just define the documents, you can just send the superior to review it, you can just define the skills to be over here. And if you want to write down in the terms of the details, what are the job descriptions, roles and responsibilities, so you can just write down the things to be over here. And if you're just sending the review to the superior, you need to just make a status as pending, otherwise you can just click on approve. If you have additional document for this particular job descriptions, you can just browse, you can just click on a browse button, and you can just select your document and you can save it. Once you save it, it will be going to display over here. These are the particular jobs which we have defined JDs to be over here. So if you are just sent for a review, it will be showing your status is pending, and once it is getting approved, so it will be showing that this particular job description master which we have defined, it is approved. Post that, you will just need to know how to that job descriptions assigned to the employees. So once you'll just click on a recruitment panel, job descriptions, assign employee job descriptions to the employee. So once you'll just click over here, you will getting this particular page where just you need to give an effective dates, job codes, whatever you have just created over there, and you need to select the employees. If you have multiple employees for this particular JD, you don't need to select the employees over here. You can just select the department, you can select the grade, or you can select the designation and the locations, and just click over here. You will find the multiple employees over here. So you just click on a checkbox mark over here and you can save it. So this particular job, whatever the job JD master which you have just created in previous slide, this will be assigned to the employees. So as per your need, you can just define your job description master anytime, and you can, from the effective date, you can assign to the employees. So here in the next slide, you will just able to see from which effective date, which employee JD has been assigned. In the next slide, we will see how to define the recruitment process masters. So what is the recruitment process? So if we'll say we will have a first round in a basic first round like telephonic round of interviews. After that, we will just have a face-to-face round of interviews. Okay, which we have a technical round of interviews. So these are the job process masters. So you can just create a job process masters to be over here. Once you just click on a job process master, you will find this particular screen where you can define your round of the interview, like a first round of interview, second round of interview, or third round of interview. It is based on your organization process. You can just define the things to be over here, and you can just mention that in a description box which things do you need to taken care during this particular round of interview. So those you can just mention in your description box to be over here, and you can save it. After that, second things, how to define the question as masters. So you need to go on a recruitment where you will just find the question as masters. So you need to click on a question as. Here you will find this particular questionnaire. So you can just select the things to be over here. Once you just click on add, you will find these particular questions to be over here. We have given a multiple option in the terms of questionnaires box. You will find the checkbox, text box, radio button, multiple choice. So it is our standard things where you can just define the things. So based on the selection in a downline, you will have the options to be available where you can just define the things to be over here, your multiple choice options, and you can just create the multiple questionnaires to be over here. Once you create the questionnaires, you can able to view how questionnaires will get appear during the submitting the feedback. So whatever the questionnaires which you have created over there, so you will have this particular box where you can see how it will get displayed to the panelist. Now here we will just start the recruitment. So these are the basic things which we have created, like job description masters and the process of the interviews. Now I'll just have a brief process which we have defined over here, so we will see in a details. So we have defined the 3 levels to be over here. First of all, HOD, who can just raise the request. Second, where budget manager will just approve the things, so which we have defined like finance head. Third is Mr. HR, so they will just approve it, and last is the final CEO who are going to approve the recruitment request which you have requested. So first of all, we'll just log in through the particular HOD. So as it is our standard process that we need to create the rights, okay, and we need to assign those particular rights to those particular employees. So it is a standard process of our Ultimatix. So you can define it and you can assign to the employee. So according that particular assign, you will have particular menus available in their particular logins. Now we have login through the HOD, where you will just find that particular recruitment, where you need to click on a recruitment menu, where you will find the recruitment request. Once you just click over here, you will go on the next page. So this particular page will open. After that, clicking the particular menu, you can just click on add over here. So once you just click on add, you will find this particular page to be over here. So as HOD can request the things to over here, what positions they require in their department. So they can just mention this particular job titles, posting dates, job codes, employee type, grade, branch, designations, department, vertical, sub-vertical, job descriptions. If they would like to write over here, they can just write the things to be over here, or otherwise they can just click on a roles and the responsibility, where whatever the JD which we have created earlier, or which they have requested, once it is approved, they can assign from this particular hyperlink. So whatever the JD which they have created, so it will be link over here. So all the content will be copied from this particular job assigned. Now the qualifications, whatever they require, they can just write down the things over here. Document whatever the mandatory required from the candidate, so they can select the list from over here. What kind of skill required, they can select the skill from over here. For this particular job, they require experienced person or a fresher, so they can just select the things over here. If it is experience, what are the experience required? If you just create a freshers, then experience will box will get disabled over here. Type of opening, if it is a new vacancy or existing, it means that they are hiring the replacement, so they can select the opening type over here for a new vacancy and for a replacement. If they will just select the replacement, left employee list will get available and they can select the employee from here itself. What are the justifications for a new vacancy? So they can, HOD can write the justifications to be over here. They can write also CTC budget, how many employees to be required this particular job, so they can write down over here. And if there was additional documents, mail approval or anything else, they can attach the things over here and they can save it. Once they will save it, so a request will be showing in a listed over here. So here it is showing there is a new request. So once they will click on a glance view, so here they'll just come to know HOD key this particular request which has been raised from my side, so where is it stuck and how many level of approvals to be over here, so they can see the things from over here once they just click on a view buttons. Now we'll just log in to the finance head. I'll just log in over here from the finance head. So whatever the next level in the terms of the whatever this scheme I have defined, so here the recruitment request has been like, see, mail intimation has been sent to the HOD, so the next person. So once they just click on approve buttons, so they'll just find the whatever the details which are the submitted, so it will be display over here. I can approve the reject from over here itself, or if I need to go in a ESS login and how to check the request has been received in my ESS, so I can check over here. Click on a login, click on a menu button where HRMS recruitment request approval. So I'll just click on a recruitment request approvals to be over here. So I will receive the request like a cell set over here. Once I'll just click over here, so it will get open in a similar way. So I can approve, reject, and I can put my comment. It is mandatory for an every level whenever they are approved or rejecting the request. If I would like to change anything in the terms of the budget, experience, or anything rules and the department, so I can just change from over here itself. Once I update, it will go to the next level. So next level we are logging through the HR head. So HR head login over here. Same way recruitment request approval. They will also get a mail notifications and they can also see the things from here itself. So they'll just click over here. As I said, they'll get mail notification also to be over here. Here they can approve or reject the request. HR manager, HR head can change anything, as again we have given a full rights to them, so they can change the things over here as per their business process and the rules which we have defined. Comment is again mandatory for HR. Now the last level we are logging through the CEO. CEO login, you'll just click on a HRMS, again recruitment request approval. So again similar things appears to be over here. So based on the whatever the year budget they have defined, they can approve and reject the things over here. Now this particular request, whichever has been requested from the HOD, so as we have gone through all the level and it is approved from all the levels, so now I'll just log in HOD again and check the status. So here I can see previously it is showing the pending, but now this particular request whichever I was raised, so now it is showing it is approval and it is showing from which date which person has approved, so I can just see the status over here. Now as a recruitment part, see now the request has been whatever raised from the HOD, now it is approved. Now it is a call of HR or a recruitment person how they'll just sourcing the CV and posting the things over here. So we'll just log in through the HR recruitment. We'll log in over here. They'll just click on the admin parts, click on HR management. Here they just click on a recruitment applications over here. So here you can see that like particular position will get displayed over here in sales head. So they just click over here on a sales head. Now whatever the remaining parts over here that will get in submitting from the HR recruitment panels over here, or whatever the HR executive which we have defined who are handling this particular process, So they will log in and they will just complete the remaining parts to be over here. Now here, from which to which date I need to post the requisitions to be over here. So start date and end date I can define over here. So what happened, this particular request will be open from to this particular dates. Here I can define the venue of the address of the interview. So I can just write down the things to be over here. What are the other details which I require from the candidate? So I can just write down the things over here. Here like email ID. So email ID, you can just write down the things over here who are going to handle this particular request, and who are like in the terms of who are just handling all the CV or for this particular job opening. So you can just write down the things, write down the email IDs over here, so they will get every time mail notification whenever this particular job will be posted and any resume has been submitted for this particular job. So you will find the mail notification whenever any new CV has been received for this particular job. Here, as per the organization's rules, if I need to post this particular vacancy to the all employees, so I can publish this to all them. Once I just click over here, so it will first publish internally. If I don't want to publish this particular opening to the all existing our internal employee, I'll not check mark over here, so it will not going to display on ESS dashboard. Once I will save it, next page will get opened over here. So here you will find the links. So these are the Naukri and LinkedIn links over here. So you can just click this particular, copy this particular link, and if you have any company like Naukri or the LinkedIn portal, you can just copy and paste this particular links to be in this in whenever you are posting any new things in a LinkedIn. So whenever employee click on this particular link, they will have a next page over here. So that page I'll just display on a later on. Now the third step, it is defining the interview process. So as whatever the process which we have created earlier, so those particular process will get available in a process name over here. So I can select the process like the personal round of interviews, when I need to conduct, what will be the timing, who will be the panel head, who is the first, second, and third member. So I can define the things over here. Whatever the questionnaires which we have defined, so those questionnaires will get available over here. So I can select the questionnaires, which are the questions need to ask this particular interviews. So I can select the questionnaires over here and I can save it. Once I will save it, you can see at a down list, you can have that personal round of interview, when is it going to be conducted. So if I have multiple process, I can select the multiple process over here. So these all the process will get down list to be over here. Now the interview process rating. So you can define the rating, what are the actual ratings to be required, what are the minimum ratings for this particular questionnaire which we have defined. So you can just define the ratings. So these are the minimum achievable ratings to be required whenever panel head is giving the feedback. So if they are not achieving the certain marks over here, so you cannot process further those particular employees. So for each process, you can define the actual ratings to be over here. Now after that, the last page. So here, whenever you are just posting this particular request, so which are the details need to submit it from the employee. So those you can select over here, like personal informations, candidate informations, general and preview of the resume. So these are the mandatory. So where mandatory fields need to be captured, so we can process further and we can know the details of the candidate. Otherwise, what happen? We will receive everything blank and it is becomes like a bulky data to be over here. So we can define the process over here, which are the details which we require from the candidate. So you can just select the other informations, bank detail, educations, experience, skill, immigrations and the other documents. So whatever the process which you have, which you would like to collect from the candidate, you can just define the things from over here and you can finish it. Once you will be finished, you will just getting this particular post mail that particular job opening has been posted from this to this particular dates. Once you just click on this particular job, you will get a mail, you will get hyperlinks to be over here in this particular page where you can see which request has been posted. So once you just click over here, so these are the links which you can share to your existing portal, which you can share to the LinkedIn, Naukri, Facebook, whatever is to be there. So this particular link, whenever candidate click, then this particular page will get open over here. So here they can see this particular request has been posted on so and so date. How many vacancies are there, for which locations, what will be the last date, how many days to be remaining to close this opening, and candidate can click on apply buttons. So once they will just click on apply, so this kind of particular page will get opens over here, and candidate can fill up their personal contact detail, locations detail, and others details. As we have selected only 3 things, so 3 things are showing over here. If you have selected the more things, we need to submit the more things to be over here. So some are the mandatory field which is required to capture over here. So whatever the fields has been submitted from the candidate, so whenever this particular employee is joining the organization, so these all field will be added to be an employee master itself. So you no need to fill up the certain details to be over here. So whatever the details regarding the qualification, experience, previous job details, their personal detail, whatever the submitted from the candidate, that will be by default added into the employee masters. So here candidate is submitting their present and the permanent address, location which is preferable locations if you have posted for multiple locations. Now the next page. So here in a document submissions, whatever the mandatory document which we have defined over here, so candidate can submit the documents. In the last page, they can also write down their total experience, current salary, expected salary, what are the non-technical skill they have it, what are the source they are coming from, how they come to know this particular opening. So if any source, like as we have said, advertisement, employee referral, direct referral, consultant, job fairs, state unemployment department, like networking, it means like a LinkedIn, Naukri, Facebook. So job portals, again like job portals, Monster, Naukri, Times Job, like that, and the others. So they can define the things over here. They can just write down the resume title. These are the resume format has been supported, like DOC, DOCX, PDF, text files. So and the video file, they can upload the things to be over here. And these are the captcha need to be submitted from the candidate, and this is click on a next. So whatever the detail field from the candidate, it will be appear in a single forms to be over here. You can see like photo uploaded, details submitted, what are the address. So everything will get captured over here. So once find everything, candidate will finish it. They can go and check the previews in a detail. So once submitted, they will just get the message that your request has been submitted successfully. Employee will also get a mail alerts. Now we will check if one CV has been submitted for this particular post which we have posted over here. So how we will get a mail notifications, and how we can come to know how many CV has been received for this particular post. So we'll just click on a recruitment panel, click on a recruitment post details over here. So we can see in a cell set we have received 1 resumes to be over here. So once we'll just click over here, we can see this particular candidate has been submitted the details over here, so we can see the status. So once we'll just click over here, rest of the detail will get opens. Now from here, these are the code which we have given, which are the resume has been screened, okay, which you have just sent for screening, screen successfully or dismiss the resume. So it is a color code which will be identify the particular resumes, what is the status of it. Here you can see, we can see the more details over here, like a resume detail. We can just click over here, so resume detail will get open. Once we click over here, whatever the detail has been submitted from the candidate, so those will get open over here. Now, how to screening the resume? So while just click on a screening buttons, first of all I need to check mark over here. So if we have multiple resume, we need to checkbox on those particular resume, and we need to click on a screening part. So once you just click on a screening part, will be showing the confirmation. Are you want to send the resumes to the for a screening? So we'll just click on OK buttons. So we'll just come to know who are the poster person, so from whom I can just select the employees over here and I can send for the screening part. Now who are the screening managers? So we'll just log in through the screening managers. They will also get a mail alerts that these are the resume has been sent from for this particular post and which has been received in their ESS login. So once they just click on ESS login, they can tick mark on HRMS menu, then resumes for a screening. Once they just click on a resume screening, next page will get open over here. So they can check the resumes over here, which it is suitable or not. If it is suitable, they can just click over here and confirm the status. If it is not suitable, they can just click on the dismiss button. So once resume has been screened, so HR or recruiter will get a mail received over here. Whatever the resume has been sent from your side, so that has been screened from the manager. Also now you can see color code has been generated over here. So you will just come to know whenever just you are just screening, whenever just you are listing the resumes over here on particular posting. So you come to know these are the CV has been screening successful and these are the dismissed. So now you can just schedule the interview. So you need to click over here, click on the interview part. So in an interview part, whatever the process which we have defined first, second, third in the terms of the interview process master. So it will be conducted first round of interview. You can see over here, first of all, by default, whatever the shorting list which we have given over here. So according to that, interview has been scheduled. Now during the scheduling of the interview, you can also change the panelist or you can also change the superior, because of some time what happened, maybe person is not available, so how to send the another person for an interview. So you can just during the whatever the default which you have selected, so by default it will just display over here, but maybe at those particular times some person is not available, you can send to the another person also. So these are the interview call. This mail will be received to the employee also, and the whatever the panelist in the terms of the panel head, they will also get a similar mail that this has been the interview has been scheduled. Now one more thing. After the screening part or whenever the because of some time what happened, candidates submit the wrong CV for the another jobs. So if you'll just find a certain CV, so you can just transfer your existing CV into the another job. So you need to tick mark over here, click on a transfer button. So you will listed all entire openings over here, whatever the job title you will just received it. So you can just select the organization name, job title and the location and just click on save it. So this particular CV will be get transferred in the another jobs. So if any wrong CV has been submitted for a candidate, or if you find that this person is not okay for this particular job but it is okay for another job, so you can just transfer those CV in the another job. So whenever you will have the opening, you can have the data banks over here of the resume and you can just conduct the interviews. Now we'll just log in through the panel manager. So if you just process the interviews over here, so how once interview has been completed, then how panelists will be submitted their feedbacks. So whatever interview has I need to process, or the like panelists need to process, so they will get listing over here. They can just submit their feedbacks. Once feedback has been submitted, that particular candidate will not listed over here. They can just click on add. They can just give their feedback and the interview history they can submit over here. If it is hireable, not hireable, hold, so they can make the status over here. Once interview has been submitted, like feedback has been submitted, this particular mail will send to the recruiter. Okay, this you will just receive the feedbacks. Now your all interview process has been completed. Now how to define the salary structure and other parts. So you need to click on a recruitment panels, like see whatever the part has been handling, maybe like recruiter or the next person. So they will just log in and they can just submit the rest of the other details. So they just click on a candidate details. So here whatever the posted, like whatever the posting which has been submitted from your end, so you can see in this particular posting what is the status of it. And like once all interview has been completed, you will just find like this kind of green colors over here. If it is showing, if it has been conducted only the one process, you can just have a process status. Only one process has been completed, you need to reschedule the interviews. Process 2 is completed. So based on the jobs, whatever the process which you have defined, so you need to complete those particular process. Without that, you cannot just generate the offer letter. So if all the process has been completed, you need to tick mark over here. You are showing that particular Nidhi Pandey is showing over here. You need to click on all interview process completed. Once you just click over here, this kind of page will get opened over here. So you need to submit the detail key on which grade, whatever the during the posting, whatever you have submitted. So by default, this will get appear. But you know that sometime we are hiring the candidate, it is fixed we are hiring for this particular grade, but post interview we can come to know ki their existing designations are maybe, so we need to based on their existing salary and their existing you can say the current their designations, we need to change the designation in our organizations to set up their hierarchy in our organization. So we need to change sometime maybe designations or a grade, so we can change from over here. We need to just write down which are the joining dates. So whatever the interview discussion which we have defined, so we need to define the date of the joining, like tentatively date of the joining we need to define over here. We need to define the shift, reporting manager. You can just write down the basic, CTC and the gross over here. According to that grade, whatever the structure which we have normally defined orange Ultimatix, so that will get appears over here. So you can just define the allowances, whichever is applicable to the employee, you can just define. If you have defined the auto structure in your organization, so it will be by default automatically entire structure will get settled over here. But if you have the manual process to define the salary structure, you need to select the particular allowances and you need to write down the amounts to be over here. What are the notice period to be required for this particular employee? So you can just write down the notice period over here. Okay, you need to select the PDF format. You need to send the offer letter to the candidate. So once you just send over here, so by default whenever just you are saving this particular opening, so it will send to the employees. If you are not tick marking over here, so it will not send to the employees. So you need to send the offer letter over here and save it. Whatever the mandatory documents which is required to generate the offer letter, which you in a starting whatever you have defined, so those are the mandatory documents which may be during the interview, whatever discussions which you have done with the candidate. So may candidate have sent that particular hard copies or soft copies to you. So you can just upload the things to be over here and save it. Once you will save it, you can see that previously offer letter is not showing, PDF file is not showing over here, but see, now you can see the PDF file. So once you'll just click over here, your PDF file will get open, so you can see the offer letter format, whatever the format which you have just sent for us to the configuration, so that we can configure. Standard format is also available, so this will get configured and it will mail to the employees. See, now once you have just send a mail to the candidate, but how candidate will receive those particular mail and what will be the impact of that? So candidate will receive the mail like this. So they can just accept and reject the offer letter from over here. Attachment is already given in below links. Here you can just in a notes, you can just write down the rest of the document whichever is to be required. So you can just give us the list, or you can just define the format as per your requirement. Now a candidate will accept the offer letters. So you can see over here, this is the status before accepting the offer letters. So here still acceptance it is pending and acceptance date is not received. So if you have background verification check, medical check, so you can just whatever has been completed, you can just define the things over here. Police inspections, reference maybe 1 or 2. So everything you can just capture in the terms of the candidate details. Now I'll show you the status. Once candidate has been accepted the offer letter, so by default, if rejected, then is also system will be capturing automatically. Once it is accepted, it is also capturing automatically that particular offer letter has been accepted from the candidates. If you have multiple appointment letter format, you can just define the appointment letter format over here. So whenever employee join the organization, they will get the offer letter format over here. Now, once you send the offer letters, okay, once you send the offer letters, how to do the other formalities? Like, see, you have sent the offer letter, you have received the status that candidate has been accepted, and he's going to join in so and so tentatively date of joining. So here you can see which are the employees going to join. So here you can just click on a recruitment panel, click on a joining status updations. So we'll just click over here. This particular window will get open over here. So you'll see this particular employee is going to join on the certain dates. It is tentatively date of joining. If any candidate has been requested to you people, you can just also change the date of joining from the previous screen. You can also change the date of joining. If any candidate has been requested, I cannot join after post so and so date. So you can just change the date of joining over here. So based on the selections, you can once you just click over here this particular panel, so you just write down the date of joining over here, click on go. So you'll just come to know on those particular date which candidate is going to join. Also you can just click on a blank and click on a go button, so you'll just come to know these are the pipeline for us who are going to join our organizations. Now you need to tick mark over here in a ticket request. So as per our previous sessions which we have just conducted the session regarding the ticketing module, so whatever the ticket has been generated from your end and whatever the ticket has been defined from your end, so those will get available over here. So you can just send the request. So you need to just click mark over here, write the descriptions, all the details which you need to write down for a better understanding of the next person who are handling the tickets. So you can just select the things over here. If there was any attachment, you can do the attachment and save it. So you can see here, I have requested multiple ticket for this particular employee for a laptop arrangement, desktop allocations, stationary kit allocation, and the sitting arrangement. So based on the, you can see, based on the descriptions, I have just defined the ticket masters and I have just assigned this particular ticket to those particular person. So as per the ticket module, they will also receive the mails and they will also get a notification and their dashboard and where and which date they need to arrange the things to be over there. See here, if somebody is going to join on 28, today it is 27, then you cannot joining the next person who are going to join in the next date. So if somebody is going to join on those particular date, you need to change date of joining from their previous masters. Otherwise, you cannot have this particular button visible over here to add employee in the employee masters. Once you just click on add new employees, we have in a system Orange Ultimatix, we have two kind of codes like automatic. So whatever the last code over here, so once plus one new code will be generated automatically. If you are processing the manual code, you can just click on a manual code. You can just write down the alpha codes to be over here and save it. If code is already exists, you cannot save it. So you need to change the code to be over here. So here we are checking the status. See, before adding the employees over here, we are checking the status. So we are not finding any employee like Nidhi. Once you'll just click on automatic, click OK. Now you'll just get a message that successfully added employee. Kindly check the employee master for more details. So whatever the details which we have received through the employee in the master, so that will get added automatically to be over here. But for rest of the other details, we need to go and we need to submit the details for an employees. Here you can also see that employee code has been generated and it is getting displayed to be over here. Once it is added, so this particular icon has been removed from over here. Now we are going to check masters over here. We'll just go on employee masters, click find the Nidhi employee over here. So you can see that whatever the employee code had been generated there, so same is getting reflected to be an employee master. So we can just click over here and we can fill up the rest of the detail as per our previous sessions. Once you just click over here, you will just find the by default detail which we have submitted. So that is by default getting over here in particular respective fields. So remaining rest of the detail, you can just fill up the details over here. So these are the process from joining, interview, screening part, giving the feedback, generating the offer letters, and how to add employee, how to generate the tickets, and how to add employee in employee master. Now these are the process, like one process we have completed the cycle. Now now we'll see what are the other parts where we can see the entire status of the other postings, how many resume has been received for each posting, who are in a pipeline, for whom we need to generate the offer letter, for whom we need to conduct the interviews. So we can see the things from over here in a recruitment tracker. So we need to click on a recruitment panel, click on a recruitment trackers. So we will have the listing over here, like how many job opening which we have posted, offer sent for accepting the offer letters, how many offer has been accepted and which we have received, how many resume you have received posting wise, how many resume screening has been dismissed. So these all the detail which we'll just receive over here. We can just download the Excel sheet from over here and we can see, we just click on a plus sign. So we will have the details descriptions to be over here, like these are the opening, these are the starting and the end dates, these are the offer letter which we have sent for an acceptance, like offer accepted, which how many you have received it. So you just click on a plus sign, So detailed descriptions will be available over here, and you can download the Excel sheet from over here also. Now the interview calendar. So see, you have sometime you are just conducting the interview, but how you just come to know which interview has been scheduled on what date? So you can just see the recruitment panel, click on the interview calendar. So you will find the interview calendar over here. So how many interview which has been scheduled from your end? So you can just see the things over here. Now the recruitment dashboard. So in a recruitment dashboard, you can see like quick links which we have given over here. So you can just click on over here and you can see the more details from over here. Like see graphical reports, you will have the total number of the candidate, male, female. So here you can just select the year. So you will find the summary of entire year, like January, February, March, April. So you will just find the summary of the entire interview. Here it is recruitment summary, total applied, approved, shortlisted, pending, rejected, hold, and recruited. So these are the summary. Here you can just find the month-wise summary, color code which we have already given, applied, approved, shortlisted, pending, rejected, hold, or recruited. So you will find the month-wise summary also over here. Vacancies against joining person. You will have the graph over here for each vacancies. What are the how many person applied, vacancies were how much, and joined is how much. So you will have the graphical reports to be over here. Now the other the reports regarding the recruitment, you can just click on the report menu. You'll just find the HRMS report. You can just click on the HRMS customization report. You will find you need to select the particular date from to date. You need to select the type. It is recruitment, and you have the multiple reports over here like job assigned, job opening report, and the candidate reports. So I'll just show you the Excel sheet. All the reports will be downloaded in Excel, so you can have the more analysis, or if you want to send the particular list to someone else, you can just share it to the internally. Okay, thank you everyone. Now I'll just start the question answer sessions.
Thank you so much, Chintan. Before moving ahead with the question answer session, I just launched one poll and everybody is requested to please answer that poll. I had shared the poll and everybody can see the poll on their screen. We have 30 seconds time and everybody is requested to please answer the poll. All the attendees are requested to please answer the poll. Thank you so much for providing your answers to the poll. Now we are moving ahead to the question answer session, and everybody is requested to please ask the question in the given question box. We are ready to address your questions. Okay, so Ms. Roma has a question. Can we send for screening if resume downloaded from Naukri? If there is any option like this, please show.
Yes, you can just send this particular Naukri CV to the screening part. But before sending the Naukri CV, you need to add those particular resume into the HRMS. Then and then only you can just send to the for a screening. Because of if you have not added those resume into the here in the opening, so you cannot send it, because of for to sending you need to add as a candidate details to be over here in a recruitment posting.
Okay. I hope Roma is clear with the solution. The next question is again from Roma itself, and she is asking that why every detail is not being taken directly from the candidate.
What? Pardon, please.
Why every detail is not being taken from the candidate directly?
No, I had told you. See, I have told you. If you see in my post over here in the presentations, I can just check box. I can just tick mark on a checkbox. So whichever detail I need to get it from the candidate. So once I'll just click on all the buttons over there, so I can get all the details from the candidate. But most of the time, what happens? Candidates become harassment to fill up all those details. So see, first of all, maybe you just receive the details from the candidate. You can also see key later on. You can just request the other details. So it is up to your organization policy. You can just set up the things over here, and you can just request the details from the candidate. It is up to you. We are giving the options to the HR, so they can define the things over here.
Okay. I hope it's very clear to Roma. If anybody has any question or concern related to this session, please share in the question box. We are ready to address your questions. We have still 5 minutes. If anybody has questions, we'll address those questions. So one more question is there. MIS report of recruitment is possible?
I have given a dashboard reports and other like recruitment status. So it is one kind of MIS. So you can just come to know key how many openings are there, how many CV has been received, how many CV has been processed for the screening part, how many interviews to be remaining, how many interview has been conducted, okay, and how many offer letter has been generated, sent for an acceptance, how many received it, and how many employees are joined. So it is a recruitment status where you'll just find everything to be over here like MIS. So still, if you have anything to you can just send it to us so we can see how better we can provide you people.
I hope the attendee is very clear with the answer. Now, with the end of this question answer session, I would like to thank today's panelist, Mr. Chintan. Thank you so much, Chintan, for sharing such a valuable information with us. And before concluding this session, I would like to announce that we are conducting the next webinar on 29th of May 2020, that is on coming Friday. So everybody is requested to please join that webinar, and the details will be shared with you in the email and WhatsApp as well. So I'm hoping to again meet you all in the next webinar. And I would also like to thank all of you, all the attendees who have invested their time and joined our session. further to all, I am requesting all of the attendees to please share your concerns and feedbacks on feedback@orangewebtech.com. Your feedback and concerns are very valuable to us. And post this session, you will receive a survey. So everybody is requested to please answer those surveys. Once again, thanks to all the attendees for joining this session. I hope everybody is at home and you all are safe with your loved ones. Thank you so much for joining.